I'll bring over the other chair.
Hang on. This camera's on. Just hang on.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I'm going to unflatteringly sneeze. I don't think there is a flattering sneeze.
Do I have to put the headphones back in?
I'm allergic to bullshit.
Why are you showing the house?
I'm not showing the house.
Damn it.
I know. I'm going to turn it off. Hey, guys.
Do I have to put the headset on?
I'm going to shake my head at Abe.
You're not answering.
Yeah, you can. I am just...
I don't think I need to, though. I can hear you. There's nobody else up.
Yeah, there's nobody else up. Okay, I'm going to turn off the camera.
Okay. I think I'm fine right here. They'll tell me if I'm not.
Oh my fucking God. Holy shit.
Hello, people.
Yes, Ed. Hey, Dawn. Miss Joe was awesome.
Yes, she was.
Oh my God.
First, I'm sorry, Nemesis, that Abe is such an annoying fuck that you left your own live.
The dude had other shit to do and left his own live stream.
Yeah,
Miss Joe left.
Don't blame him.
Miss Joe left. And then Vern bailed. And y'all abandoned me alone with Abe.
That's too much nonsense to intake at one time. I know that he likes to believe that it's too much intelligence, too much wit, too much man. I say, fuck no, you are so annoying.
Ugh.
And then he's got the balls to ask Clown if is X your first name, which it wasn't. But
no, AB is not Abe.
Gives you the right? Why do you lean in and lower your voice as though this man is your friend, as though you're a trustworthy person? If it were his name, I mean, that just
Vern,
God.
dude. Okay, look, if anybody wants to come up. No, but yeah, you got a phone call. You know, you didn't have to leave.
It's called your savior. Your savior called.
Yeah, no shit, right? Like, out of here. Vern was, if Miss Joe took off, and I was like, okay, maybe Vern will unmute.
There was just nothing to say, because it's always going to be that circular argument with him. It's always going to be deflection. It's always going to be bullshit.
It'll be interesting to see if he recorded it. I did not record it because I'm not a creepy fucking weirdo.
No, we don't record anybody.
I mean, I do have some recordings, but it's not like that. You know, it's just like, you know, shit that Rebel says, or that, you know, Abe.
Interesting little sound bites. Hey,
Hey, Miss Joe.
Hey to anybody I didn't see.
Miss Joe.
Oh, Miss Joe, you were so sexy.
Oh, Lord have mercy. I want to apologize to everybody for my temper flaring, getting out of control, and doing all that yelling. Good Lord.
You are fine. If you missed like a week and a couple of days ago, I was sleep deprived and not at my best, but still responsible for my behavior, and I melted down on Clown.
No, it wasn't that bad.
That's kind of what I just did. I just had my limit, and I kind of blew up. And I've been trying to limit that and stay away from it whenever it does light my fire. And I was drawn back to the stream tonight after I had left it quite some time ago. And unfortunately, it lit my fire right back to where it was.
Well, he pushes buttons on people on purpose, and he targets specific demographics of people. He targets specific ages. He targets he doesn't target an entire audience. You know what I mean? He targets specific people within an audience. Those people might be elderly. Those people might be infirmed in some way or another. They might not be elderly. They might be infirmed in some way or another, or they might have some sort of issue. You understand what I'm saying? Because if you notice, those are the people that he basically either uses for his purpose to troll, or he uses them for their platform to basically troll. And it's weak. It's a weak troll, in my opinion. But I said what I said in the chat tonight about this is Lady Di's way of trolling, because using him going around the community. Because if you notice, she never says any motherfucking thing when the two are up on panel together, except anytime there's any kind of adversity, i.e. one of us going up on a panel with both of them up there, she never says any fucking thing other than to affirm the lies that they've concocted.
Lady Di, would you agree? Uh-huh. Yep.
Yeah.
That's it. That's exactly it. Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what I remember. That's right. I got a badge.
And that's aggravating, because the lady, we all know, we fell in love with Lady Di. We knew she was opinionated, big deal. So what, And now she isn't allowed to have an opinion on her own. She has to be told what her opinion is on everything.
Well, and she may sit back there behind the scenes and disagree all she wants to, and with the little show that they put on and all of that. But the problem is, it's all about perception, and that is what is being perceived. And this is something that I don't think Abe really grasps. The only reason I say that is because he seems to genuinely get upset whenever he's challenged on that point. You know what I mean, about the show that they put on, and about the fact that he doesn't understand this and he doesn't understand that. That's why he talks down to everybody. It's a tick of his. Like, I don't think he recognizes that he subconsciously does that.
Or the control.
Yeah, the control.
You picked up on it, Miss Joe. He tries to control everything. Oh, yeah, you can do that. You can do that. No, motherfucker, you're not the boss of me. You're not the boss of anything.
Exactly.
What's up?
I just jumped up to say, you're welcome, because he said thank you for letting you up, and I actually dropped out at that point.
Sorry,
Yeah.
Nemesis.
Yeah,
No, I try to stop him too, but he does what he does.
You shouldn't have had to quit your own fucking stream.
Well, you know what? Because Abe gets going like a freight. He goes like a freight train, and he wasn't going to stop. And I felt bad. Miss Joe's up there, yelling and shit. It's like,
Nemesis, what happened to No Man Left Behind? You abandoned me, and then fucking Miss Joe. Miss Joe, she can, she's a lady, she can go. And then Vern, he's like, I'm out of here. Claims he had a phone call. I believe that or not. And then I'm left alone with the crazy motherfucker.
Did you guys work anything out?
Oh my God, no.
Yeah, we worked it all out.
Oh yeah.
Oh, so everything's good.
Best I can tell. I don't know. Hey y'all. Hey,
I try to stop him, man. I said, don't start no shit, and then it's always the shit. Yeah, that's where it goes sideways.
I don't know what to say about it.
I think part of it is his troll. Everybody sees it, the deflection, the evasion, and bringing out the minutia of details that mean nothing so that he can redirect to where he wants. But at the end of the day, I think that this guy is like this in real life.
Oh yeah,
I
I
don't know. I
agree.
mean, I think he's really bothered by this stuff, but nobody's going to show any clips. Everybody's done putting up the clips they want to put up. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's just pointless. It's like really pointless to even
Exactly. So many people are
continue
bored
it.
with him and what his scheme is. You know, they don't want to cover it anymore. He's old news. It's the same old crap time after time after time. And, you know, a lot of people have just walked completely away from it. You know, so what? He's a retarded dude. Ignore him.
Jesus. Oh wait, I forgot to add.
Well, I mean, I don't know. I don't think he. I think he's vested in that stuff. I don't think he does it on purpose as a troll. I mean, I think it really bothers him. But like I said, every time I try to get, it's like there's not a resolution, dude. It's like pointless. Dude.
There never will be. There
Yeah,
never will
you
be.
know, Nemesis, he likes to yell and scream about people picking on 74-year-old Lady Di, this little old handicapped woman, but yet he don't mind one bit to turn around and start after this 65-year-old disabled woman and start all of his shit with me and continue it on for the last 2 years. So, you know, I just can't feel a great lot of sympathy for him whatsoever. If he's got hatred coming back his way, he's deserved every ounce of it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And that
Like,
shit,
I always say, Abe shit is Abe shit. I try to stay out of it.
yeah.
Uh,
I think my biggest issue, the two issues that I have, and I've stated it on another live stream. I don't think I've stated it on mine, but I'll say it here and I'll say it now. Them two, Di and Abe, they knew the history. They knew all about that whole Rick Productions thing and all of that shit. And I said it on Flying Monkey stream, you know, especially now. I hear shit like that. I used to have some morbidity, some kind of macabre part of me that would want to go check that out and see what in the fuck, how disgusting these fuckers are. And I do love a train wreck. But after some of our most recent experiences with like Rebel and some of the others, it just, I didn't want anything to do with it last year. And what really stuck in my craw was not only the lies that Abe was telling then about Mammy and about Miss Joe and that whole driving a wedge thing and all of that. And of course you had everybody calling him a fake cop and all that kind of shit. Was he just lumped me in with everybody else. And then Di had me on the panel with the guy that supposedly destroyed the evidence of Rick Productions doing what he did and his husband doing whatever. I don't even want to say it. It's so gross. That was my problem, was finding out way later, like recently later, that they knew that shit. And yet they still perpetuate it. And in my opinion, just my opinion, that's supporting it. And that shit that he tells about what's his name? Axel. What I remember is I honestly can't remember if it was 2 days or if it was 2 weeks. But the brief amount of time that Axel was on there, I remember him expressing a lot of trepidation at Lady Di having Rick Productions on her stream to apologize to her for calling her a bitch. That's what I remember. Abe was the one who was making a I don't want to say big deal. He was making a deal out of it, right? He was
a negotiation, yeah.
He was encouraging it, you know, and simultaneously getting drunk Axel off of her channel at the same time. I do not recall him going over to Glenn's and trying to get Rick Productions on Glenn's. That may have happened. I don't know. I do remember Axel being on Glenn's because I was teasing Rebel about, you know, work. getting a job one day. I said, if he wants to know how to make money, here you go. I went on camera and on Glenn's channel and or on panel and showed my work, right? And I believe Axel was on that panel. So if you can find that on Glenn's channel, if it's still up, there's the fucking live stream.
Well, I remember watching that part of it because I remember you were at work and Abe was on there. Abe was on that panel too, I think.
Good deal, ICB. Did you happen to record it? Anyways, because I didn't.
He did say he was starting to record. I'm not.
Well,
interested in
hang
this shit.
hang on. So that was really my issue with them two, and why I started saying what I was saying. I think it's fucking disgusting for their show, their quote unquote show, and whether or not the old bag and that retard are trolling the community to get back at all of us for hurting their butts from one point in time or another. To me, that's neither here nor there in the face of what they did to get to that point is my real issue.
I got one.
Yeah, I mean,
Plan, I seen one thing today that really did bother me, and it still does, and it goes back to this respect factor, and that's
Yeah.
his newest sock account, and that's BTK, but then he
Mhm.
puts box truck killer behind it, but that is extremely rude to all of those that were affected by the BTK serial killer, and to turn
Yeah.
around and use that as a troll, that is one sick-minded, excuse my French, motherfucker.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
I mean, just the name.
yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I just jumped up because somebody sent me the link. I didn't know if I was summoned over here or what, but
Just saying.
I was
it's a
just gonna
shame.
say thanks for getting on panel. Sorry everything went the way it went.
Yeah,
I
no. I was
never-
just teasing about the abandonment thing, man.
Yeah.
Thanks
Sorry,
for coming.
yeah. Sorry, I lost control, Nemesis.
Yeah. I know he's passionate about it, and everybody's still passionate about it. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm like, it's old news, but
You good
it's not my news to make old news. So
Right.
I don't know everything
Well,
involved in it, so I can't say. I
I
have
will-
vague memories of certain things, but
Yeah.
like I said, it's not mine. But anyway, have a
I
good night.
will-
I got stuff to do.
Wait,
I
hold on,
will
Nemesis.
assume
Hold on,
responsibility.
Nemesis. Don't go anywhere.
I will assume responsibility, and like some others, I played a major part in that, so I do apologize for my behavior.
Understandable.
Okay. Hi guys.
Hey, Flying
Hi,
Monkey.
Monkey.
Nemesis, I just want to say this to you. Anytime you have that idiot on panel, this is what's going to happen. Because that fucking idiot cannot shut his mouth up long enough for anybody to say anything. That's why he gets dropped in the basement when he comes on my panel. He doesn't listen to anybody. He shows no respect to anybody.
Yeah, I don't know. He's trying to argue his point, and you know what? I get like that sometimes too. You just you feel like you can't get your point out, and you just keep talking.
Dude, he goes back to 2 years ago for everything he has to say.
Yeah.
It's his.
A lot of people do that, though. I mean, come on, they're pulling shit from Rebel from 3 years ago, 2 years ago. I mean, if anybody's talking about shit about me, they're probably pulling shit from 2-3 years ago. So, I mean, like everybody does that shit.
Well, and the other thing is too, like, I thought you and I were starting to have a really good conversation the other night, and I mean, you were a little agitated and whatever else, but it was good. I don't know if you deleted it or if you still got it, but I hope you go back and listen to the beginning of when you and I first got on panel together the other night on your stream, Nemesis. I thought it was good. I was actually enjoying it, but like with Vern up on your panel today, you guys had already been live for an hour when I came in on my lunch break. And I was enjoying listening to you guys go back and forth and talking about,
I love
you
Vern.
know, real world
Yeah.
stuff. I mean, it was actually intelligent conversation. A lot of it grounded in stuff that I know about, so I can vouch for how entertaining I found it and how much of a change of pace it is,
Yeah.
rather than this other bullshit. But he'd just rather spurg out in the chat and be a fucking retard, and it just gets old. You know, it just gets old.
Well, he spurgs out in the chat first, and then he jumps on panel and spurgs out.
Yeah, well, like I said, it's not my fight; it's his. So, I mean, you know, he's doing his the way he does his stuff. So, you know what I mean?
Well, I suppose he has to go to other people's channels because he doesn't get any viewers on his for it.
Oh,
You know,
that's
and
one
he's
thing.
already killed Lady Di's channel, so
Right?
I honestly think there.
All right. Anyway, I got a
enjoy
call tonight. So,
Nemesis, have a good night.
have a good
I,
night, man.
I
for
thoroughly
coming in.
enjoy your channel. I think your channel's fun. I'm just
part of
letting
the
you know.
time, anyway. Right? All right. Have a good night.
Postcard.
Oh,
Have
and
a good night,
thanks for
Nemesis.
unblocking
Good night.
Later, man.
Well, that was some fucked up shit. I went up
Yeah,
there to
I see.
play the fucking rest of the video, and he would shut up long enough to let me do it.
He doesn't want it to play because he knows he's fucking lying, and it's gonna be shown.
Oh, he wouldn't shut up long enough for let me to do it. I was like, what the fuck? Why am I up here then? I got better things to do.
That's why he wouldn't show a video like I did of that same 4 months ago. He showed screenshots. Everybody knows screenshots are easily manipulated. All you need is fucking Microsoft Paint, you know, so, or Photoshop, whatever, you know. I mean, show a video, dude.
But did he actually show something? I mean, for once?
I mean, he showed Elliot supposedly making a comment on his channel.
Oh,
Which is the opposite of what happened.
But
that
well,
Elliot says he never made, and I trust Elliot more than I trust him.
right,
Absolutely.
exactly.
But the only way that we're going to get rid of him, honestly, is to ice him out and just drop him, ignore him completely.
Well, I tried to have a little bit of a conversation with him after y'all bolted. I'll stop.
Take it.
We gotta
get it.
try to like keep some comedy going here, guys. But I tried to have, you know, like just talk man to man with him basically, and he just didn't want to fucking hear it. ICB was back there listening, so he
is
can
not a
vouch.
man.
Huh?
He's not a man. He can't talk man to man. Are you fucking kidding me? He's a fucking 9-year-old child.
I mean, look, I'm blonde and kind of retarded myself, and sometimes I forget these things, you know.
I lost brain fucking cells listening to him on fucking panel. I was like, I'm so over this. I gotta go. I can't. I just can't. You won't shut up long enough to let me know that the fucking link is right here. I can play it, but he wouldn't shut up long enough.
And I swear, I wish I could remember who the fuck was up on his panel when I was telling him that time that he told he told me that on his panel that Big Ben Bittner had tried to porn bomb him right before I came up on panel, using my avatar and my screen name. I don't know if y'all remember or not, but this was back at when it was either late spring or early summer, and there was a big thing going around about people being able to clone other people and have their channel link, the clone channel link would go back to the real channel. I don't know if y'all remember that ever happening or not.
Yep.
But Abe was doing live streams about it, and I want to say it was either the first time I went on Abe's. It wasn't the first time I had been on a panel with Abe, but it was the first time I went on his panel on his channel, or the second time. I can't remember. But But yeah, he said Big Ben Bittner. There was somebody else on panel. I wish I could remember who it was. It could have been Glenn. I don't think it was Glenn, but it could have been. He said, "Oh yeah, Big Ben Bittner, you'd come in and trying to porn bomb me as bedtime clown. See how sneaky these trolls are? Blah 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 blah
Mhm.
blah." You know, I bet that motherfucker is searching furiously for that fucking live stream right now. That's why he's not in here to take it down. Oh, I didn't realize Miss Joe had dropped off.
Oh, Miss Joe, come back.
Well, she might come back, hopefully.
I love Miss Joe.
Yeah. Oh, Monkey, did
Salt
you
of the
hear?
earth, that girl is. Yeah, they fucking went through that
Oh.
shit for 2 years saying that Big Ben Bittner was porn bombing everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't remember where else I heard that, but I did hear it. Oh, thanks, Richard. Sorry. I didn't mean to undercut you there.
He's a mouse. He's fast.
Fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, about yeah. I had been hearing that the Big Ben Bittner it was going around trying to porn bomb everybody and all that shit.
Everybody.
I don't even think I had ever heard or seen the guy on a panel back then. From then until recently.
Yeah,
You know,
big.
in the last
Ben
few
has
weeks.
issues. Give him that. He has issues. Do
Mhm.
I think he ever porn bombed anybody? Fuck no. Ben doesn't go around porn bombing people, for fuck's sake. That's not what he
Sorry,
does.
here you go.
And
I'm
apparently,
back.
according
Okay.
to the old hag and everybody else that's on her channel, Big Ben Bittner's all over YouTube fucking porn bombing everybody. I mean, come on now.
Yeah.
Sorry about that. My audio was goofing up. I was getting backfeed big time and it was on my end. I knew it wasn't you guys because you were still able to talk.
Well, for some reason, I guess mine is echoing on other people's panels, but it's not echoing here, I guess. I hope not.
It was echoing bad on fucking Nemesis for a while. I don't know.
Well, yeah. I don't know why it'll
I told
default
Abe
back.
to shut up several times when it was you on an echo.
I know, it was funnier than fuck. I'm like, bedtime clown, mute your mic, mute your mic. It was funny.
Yeah.
It was on a loop. It was fantastic.
You need the Jeopardy theme, bedtime clown. When you ask him a question, you can play the Jeopardy theme since he likes it so well anyway.
I have it.
Yeah, it's what you don't include that when
Oh
you-
wait, no, Price is Right.
No, it was the two.
Yeah, you need Jeopardy.
This is right. Yeah, I need Jeff.
Oh,
I need to
that'd
start
be
writing this shit
fantastic.
down because I'll be at work and I'll
Oh,
be
it's not good
thinking.
enough, I'll say it. Okay, you're gonna wait till somebody else says it.
I'll be thinking. I need to get this and I need to get that and then I get like I need to just get a cup of coffee and something to eat. And, you know,
Sit down and
Looking
put my feet
over
up
it.
for a bit. Yeah.
yeah, down and put my feet up for sure. But yeah, I guess he thinks that. I guess he thinks that him just calling me a liar is going to somehow like get under my skin or whatever. And
Or make it true.
Make
That's
everybody
gonna-
else believe it. You know, he's
Right.
such a trustful, reliable
we-
person.
Right.
We-
Well,
we-
what I
we all
enjoyed about
witnessed
that,
it. I mean, dude, who
what
are you
I
talking?
enjoyed about that is that he said you made the claim, so you have to prove it. Okay. Well, he
Check.
made the claim. He's a cop, a firefighter, a vet. Does he not have to prove his claims?
Well, no, he doesn't. I mean, he's accusing himself of all of these things, but somehow magically in his mind, he doesn't owe anybody any receipts when he accuses himself of being a cop, when he accuses himself of being a firefighter, when he accuses himself of being hazmat certified. I mean, I'm just going by his logic here,
Right.
right?
To me, it's ridiculous. It's absolute. Show me receipts. Show me receipts, dude. How about you show one? Just show one. One. Just show one. It's all over my community tab. No, it's not.
Now, only thing he's provided there is the badges, and I'll give him credit for that. Whether I believe the badges or not, I'm not going to get into that area, nor have I ever. He has provided badges, but other than that, there's nothing that's on there except his opinion.
Well, he's
and
also
none of it
provided
shows they're
pictures
his.
of Rockford University police cars.
Well, my problem
Golf cart.
with it is the badge says public safety over the top. Nowhere on that badge does it say police officer, and that part, I've got to admit, that part bothers me, because any other place that I go and I look at badges, even out here in Hoboken, nowhere in our little itty bitty towns, their badges say police on them. So, yeah, and maybe it's so much different in Illinois. I don't know, but I'll give you the credit for them, dude. Just put up one thing other, just one. I don't
Lady
think
Witch,
he can do it.
link.
I live in Illinois. My brother was a cop for 25 years, and his never said public safety. Just saying. He was a cop in the town, well, the county right next to theirs. And it never said public safety. It said police officer.
I can see the public safety end on something like, a hazmat or something, and therein
Right.
again, I'm not going to decrease them badges for what he says they are. I will take them for what he says is face value. But man, just put up something, just one item. You've not proved anything else, not a single thing. I'll give you credit for the badges, but just prove one single thing. And the bad thing about the whole darn thing is we're all doing just exactly what he wants us to do. We're keeping his name out there. We're talking about him, and he's sitting back with a big grin on his face because everybody wants to be Abe.
Well, I'll have to pay closer attention. I usually try to steer clear of these vehicles that are driven by officials. You know what I'm saying? But I'll try to pay closer attention. But I know that it's either the Texas State Troopers or it's DPS. It could be both. They have public safety written or stickered on their vehicles, usually like on the back bumper and the trunk. It could be on both front fender wells or something, but around the insignia, like on the doors or on the roof, it does not say public safety. I can definitely tell you that. But I have seen public safety either on DPS or the state troopers or both. The state troopers, I mean, they have several things that their cars say, but as far as it being on their badges, I couldn't speak to that. I mean, I would have to actually physically see it for myself. But like the Department of Public Safety, I mean, even the sheriff's office and like say Dallas County sheriffs, I don't believe theirs say public safety anywhere on them. They say either police or they say Dallas County Sheriff.
Right.
I don't even think I've ever actually seen a Texas Ranger vehicle. I mean,
do you remember when we used to go after the meeting to the fast food place, and there were constantly security companies?
Oh yeah.
They looked deceptively like police cars. We've talked about it before.
Yeah, I think that's what he worked for. I can't remember if it was Rick Crude or if it was Huckleberry. It may have been Rick. Recently put up a video of him Googling whatever security company in Illinois, and there's a company down here that's a lot like that. What she's talking about, Yeah, they have sirens, they have lights, they have a stupid insignia. They have, I mean, if they fucking flash somebody that doesn't know any better, they would probably think that that's like some kind of fucking state trooper or something trying to pull
Sure.
them over. And they absolutely aren't. This is how fake they are. The window tint on the back of the vehicles has a fucking cage and a silhouette of a person stenciled on the fucking window.
Oh gosh.
I shit you. Listen, if I get time in the next couple days and I don't forget, I will drive by that fucking place and I'll take pictures of it. Y'all can see. Well,
That would be, yeah.
I'll tell you this: those fucking vehicles look more fucking official than the goddamn Rockford University fucking, and they're more up to date as well. I don't know what kind of budget them clowns fucking had up there, but he's driving around in like a fucking 2006 fucking Chevy Cavalier. These motherfuckers are driving Dodge Magnums. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yep.
These fake cops are driving some fucking vehicles. That's what I'm saying.
It's intentional.
Anyways, hey Liz, hey Elliot, hey everyone I haven't been able to say hello to. Hello and thank you for coming. I really appreciate all you guys, and I hope you're all doing well.
I'm
And
going to
if
drop
Abe is-
back down in chat because I can't see chat on my phone anymore, and I really miss getting to see chat. So it's good being
All
up on your panel, and thanks for having me up. Monkey, love
All
you too.
Love you,
Yeah.
sweetheart.
Voodoo Queen, take care, dear.
You too, honey.
Thank you for coming up.
Thanks, Bedtime Clown. Talk to you later.
Talk to you later. Bye.
It's my bedtime.
Say what?
She said
It's my
her
bedtime.
Let
I'm so
Voodoo tell you
tired.
how disappointed I was yesterday
And what?
about her not going live for Coffee and Cray Cray.
Yeah,
Oh,
I had grandbabies here. They were all over my house. I had 4 of them. It was cray cray in my house. I had enough cray cray going on. I had 4 kids, 5 and under.
Yeah,
Ooh.
yeah,
Oh,
that's enough Cray Cray.
it was cray cray. And I didn't have my 9-year-old to fucking help me out with them. And I was like,
Yeah.
so lost. I
Yeah.
can't. I can't. Oh my God, they were all over my house. Oh my God. I love my grandbabies and I just adore having them here, but they're a lot of work. And now I'm just
Yeah.
fucking exhausted.
Well,
I can't.
enjoy it because you know they get older and then they don't want to come. They have a period where they're like, oh, don't go over there.
I've got my 9-year-old that I was there the day he was born, right? He's my partner in crime. And now he's starting to go, I think I want to stay home this weekend. I'm like, what? You're not coming to grandma's? He's starting to make friends, and hang with friends. And
Oh
like,
yeah.
no, this isn't okay. This isn't okay. I need you here.
Right.
Yeah, I had my set of twins, twin granddaughters. I had my other granddaughter, his sister, and I had my other grandson, who is 3, and he is adorable as hell. But yeah, I'm tired. I'm tired. They wore my ass out.
Yeah.
There's a reason we have them when they're young,
I told Voodoo Queen yesterday. I said, I was like, it was like 9 o'clock, and I'm getting ready to go to the grocery store, and I've got like dishes going, I've got laundry going, you know, I'm like grooming myself and just doing stuff. It's like chores and stuff. And I'm looking forward to coffee and cray because I just knew damn good well you heard everything that went down on Saturday night on Nemesis's panel, you know. And I'm just like anxious and ready. I'm like, yeah, we're gonna do this shit. You know, I told her, I said, I was feeling a little, I didn't tell her I was feeling overwhelmed. She could probably tell that I was a little anxious or whatever, but
Yeah, he could never be a woman.
but I told her, I said, you know, I said, this is where, because my kids, you know, she doesn't have children, but my kids are old. You know what I mean? They're way
Adults.
they're adults. They're way out. You know.
Mhm.
I said, this is where kids would come in handy. Like I'm talking about my age kids. You know what I mean? Like
Right.
And
because
I pretty much beg to differ because
Yeah.
then there's insurance and then there's worrying about driving. No.
and yeah, exactly. It's like, yeah, you can send them to the grocery store, but how much more is that going to cost you?
Right. Oh my God. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And you know, spending time with them and stuff, but it's like, yeah, sometimes it's like, you know, it's the whole foot and mouth thing. It's like, yeah,
You know,
yeah,
it's funny because I used to say that to my husband all the time. He's like, just send the kids up to the grocery store. I'm like, why? It's going to cost me 4 times as much. Why would I do that?
yeah, you learn that lesson early, right? Because it's like you send them with a list, and you might get 3 of those things out
Right.
of the 15. You know,
Right. Send them with a list and your debit card and you're fucked.
Mhm.
Oh,
Yep.
but my parents never did anything. My sister could get a 20 to go get some milk, but me, no, they knew better. No way in hell. I'd come back an hour later, something's fucked up on the car because I was horrible. I was a shit kid.
So, fucking car is wrecked.
Yeah.
The lawn's on fire. The mailbox is knocked over.
When my dad was ready
The
to
milk
just,
is spilled,
Yeah.
and there's no change.
no,
Right.
never.
Right. I done spent all that shit.
I was okay. So I'm coming home, and I've said it before. I got sober when I was 20, so you can imagine what I was like as a teenager. I was so fucked up. I can't even make it in the driveway. I ended up landing the car on because we lived out in the sticks. You know the concrete vessel that holds up the driveway so that the ditch can continue to drain. I
The
landed
culverts.
the manifold of the car on top of it, and my dad is just like, I don't, what the fuck, you know. He was
Girl.
pissed.
The FedEx man backed out of my driveway and ended up on my culvert. Right. Came back and rang my doorbell. And I'm like, that looks like a you problem, not a me problem.
Did he ask
I'm
you
like,
if you had a
"Darn,
tractor he
bro."
could borrow?
I don't know what he wanted, but I was like, that really looks like a you problem. I hope you're going to fix that when you're done.
Goodness.
Yeah, he back. I don't know how he ended up on top of my culvert. He tore it up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he fucking rings my doorbell. And I'm like, well, that looks like a you problem. I'm working. Bye.
Monkey, give me a minute, honey. Will you take over for a minute?
Yeah, but
Sure.
you gotta turn me a pack of cigarettes.
Okay, I will. Hang
That's
on, I'll be
right,
right back.
Betty. Skank lives matter. God damn it.
Rumors off.
We all have to have skank lives.
Well, and you know, my sister could.
Oh, the camera's on. No, I'm
Oh,
just kidding. I'm
motherfucker.
just kidding. I'm
God
just
damn
kidding.
it!
Oh, he scared the fuck out of you, didn't he?
Yes, he did. No, I was just saying that my sister could do similar, maybe not as bad things, but because she wasn't drinking, it's not so bad. I was like, whatever.
You know, my brother was the same way. he was the golden child, right? In the meantime, the sump pump was filled with condoms and getting fucked up. You know, and I'm like, oh yeah, he's a better child. You're right. You're right. He's a better child. Didn't have to call a plumber for condoms on me, right?
Right. Right.
But I'm the bad guy.
Yeah, because I was in high school back in the 80s. I'm sure it was the same everywhere, but you know, the higher the hair, the closer you are to God. We truly
That's
believe
right.
that. Oh, and that hair was high, very high. So it wasn't unusual. Everybody's carrying around. I don't know if you remember, like the big Esprit bags.
Yes.
Yeah, I loved those. And all the purses were big, and we all had hairspray with us, right?
Aquanet.
No, Aquanet is not my choice because you can't screw off the bottle and put Bacardi and Diet Coke in it.
Well,
And that's what I
true
did.
too.
Yep.
True too.
Yep. So by lunch, I was tolerable by lunch. Yep.
Girl, I was there with you. The Aussie was big then.
I could not stand the smell of that shit. I don't know what. I've always been really sensitive to smell, even though I smoke, which sounds retarded. That's okay. You can think that. But I just, certain things like Clown. So he cooks for himself. He grills on Sundays, and the man eats red meat every single day. My house reeks of like, I don't even know what to call it. It's like Paul Bunyan farts from that fucking red meat. I cannot stand it. It's horrible. Ooh.
Red meat is life.
That's what he thinks, but just the smell of it, I can't. I've got to find a candle that's going to kill it.
Good luck with that. When you find it, let me know.
I'm gonna pay for that later.
For what? For what? Leaving me? We were fine.
No, with my camera trick.
Oh, that was shitty.
That was funny. Her fuck. She freaked out.
Okay, what? Okay, what?
She's gonna kill you later for that camera trick.
Yeah, I'm gonna wake you up at like 2 a.m.
Tell him the house is on fire.
No, don't do that.
He'll be running out there in his naked self. Out in the front yard.
Oh my goodness. Well, I was gonna ask you, did you actually hear Nemesis stream Saturday night?
I did. I
Oh my
did.
God. Was Hillbilly Man Hillbilly Man had me on the fucking floor
Hillbilly
laughing.
Man always has me on the floor.
Hey, Hillbilly Man. That was that was amazing.
Epic. Hillbilly
Yeah.
Man will fucking slaughter him to no end. And he'll say, I won.
Mm. That was hilarious. I really do think Nemesis needs to put that stream back up. Fuck what anybody says. That thing that stream was awesome.
That was epic. I didn't record it and I was so mad at myself. I'm like, God damn it.
Yeah,
But
I did.
was so into it.
Yeah, I half-assed thought about recording it. After I got off of it, I made a hamburger and was eating, and I was going back and I was listening, and I thought, I ought to just go, turn the laptop back on and just hit record. And I didn't do it because it's just out of my nature to not to do that kind of shit. I just don't do it.
Well, you'll learn.
Yeah, right. Well, usually it's like people say, there's enough other people out there, recording stuff that, it just.
I normally don't record his shit, but I did tonight.
Yeah.
And he'll probably leave that one up. I wish I would have recorded Saturday. It was epic. I'm so mad I didn't.
Yeah, it was a good stream.
It was good. I hope he puts it back up. Vern. Hello, Vern.
Yeah.
Tell Nemesis to put that shit back up for Saturday. That was a really good stream.
Yeah, tell him that'll make up for him leaving several men behind. He could leave Abe behind. Nobody cares.
Yeah, right. Well, Abe's not a man, so we're good. Abe's a boy.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Big Ben Bittner. I know you don't like me. I'm sorry you don't like me, but I can't change that. But I did stick up for you the whole time and saying it's not Big Ben Bittner. Big Ben Bittner's not porn bombing anybody. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
Abe is used to being left behind. Yeah, I'm sure he is. Left behind the locker.
mhm.
Somebody
Yeah,
needs to shove him back in there.
When Abe said that, however long ago, almost a year ago, I was like, I don't even know who Big Ben Bittner is. Never seen him, never heard of him. And it's not that I didn't believe Abe at the time. That's the thing. I was just like, well, I mean, people are going to do whatever people are going to do, I guess.
Right. Right.
I just assumed that he was telling the truth because I really didn't know anything about Abe. I don't know if there's some people in here that did follow the Watts case in Watts Island, and any of the people that did, especially on YouTube in the latter part years of it. Did I just call it the Watts case? There is no case. I'm sorry. I should call it the fucking shit show.
Right.
Not as an insult to the shit show, right? It's just that thing was a fucking dumpster fire, wrecked
Right.
into a bus wreck full of screaming, dying children, and I don't know, some kind of like Valdez oil disaster with a couple of nuclear bombs. It was it's nasty. It's just a disgusting. Talking about it. So there was this woman named Kim Kaufman. Everybody called her KK, who they thought was, the Chris's girlfriend or mistress or whatever. And she would come on YouTube and she would just babble and babble and babble and say absolutely fucking nothing. I mean, listen, this bitch made tens of thousands of dollars in a very short period of time by saying a bunch of words that mean absolutely nothing. And that was the impression that I got of Abe when I first heard him, when he first went, or Bird first went at Abe, and Abe went up on Bird's stream. So I really thought he was just a fucking moron that didn't know what the fuck he was doing. And then however long later, a couple of months or whatever, when I went up on his stream and he said that about Big Ben, I just assumed that he may be telling the truth or he may not, but I did notice that when I brought that up, he did seem to get especially inflamed by it because he remembers it. He absolutely remembers it.
Well, what kills me is these people take these streams down, and then when you call them out on it, and they go, "What's your proof? What's your proof? Play it." How about you just put the shit back up? How about that?
Yeah, it's weak sauce to do that. I don't see him. Is he in there?
No, I was saying he was inflamed like a hemorrhoid.
Oh yeah, absolutely,
absolutely. Look,
absolutely.
They want to say we're saving space. She had to get rid of some streams. Blah 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 blah. Okay, I've been live since 2017. All of my streams are still up. I haven't deleted. Well, YouTube deleted a few, but I haven't deleted anything.
And
they're
YouTube
all up.
Is not raining.
No. Yeah, I don't know,
And if you check your StreamYards, they're still there. if you have backup memory in StreamYards, if you pay for StreamYards, you have backup memory. They're still there. Just
Yeah, I don't
saying.
Clown can't conceptually grasp the cloud. He doesn't like it.
The
I don't
cloud,
deal with the cloud. The cloud fucking pisses me off.
it pisses me off too.
But that's where everything's saved, guys. StreamYard and YouTube.
The cloud to
I
me is
can't do the
a
cloud.
lot like the IRS and Uncle Sam. He's got it's got its hands on me, molesting me in some form or fashion, and I don't fucking like it.
Yeah, YouTube.
Well, if I have to remember passwords, we're fucked.
Yeah.
Because I can't. Every time I fucking restart this computer, I go, oh my God, I hope I can remember my password and get back in because it ain't happening.
Yeah, I mean, something else. Something
So I
else.
hear we're getting married. All of us, we are getting
Yeah.
married.
Yeah.
Let me-
He was
Abe
even
says-
envisioning. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
No, I said he was even envisioning a threesome the other night.
Right.
He said, "Why don't
Yeah.
y'all just go get married, have a threesome?"
Right.
We're
whatever.
kind of a weird, like, Three's Company thing, apparently.
He's probably holding, in true Polly Crispy fashion, he's probably holding his breath for the sex tape that is soon to emerge. I mean,
He's such a sick little fucker.
he is.
Polygamy in general just has always sounded disgusting to me. However, if there's an opposite, I would simply be interested to hear about it.
I mean,
that's all.
there's not enough tax deductions on the face of this planet for me to be okay with that. But
Right? I think it's called, what is it? Being pan.
ugh.
You can
I thought
have
it was-
2 men.
I thought it was just skank.
Well, yeah, that's part of the skank club. Yeah, that's true. To be a skank, yep. That's
What?
part of the criteria.
Elizabeth said it's polyamory.
There you go. Polyamory. Yep, that's it. Yep. You can have more than one guy.
Ugh.
I wasn't even sure I wanted the one I had. Why would I want more than one? I'm not
That's
sure.
all right. Do it. It's because that's just too much work.
Yeah,
That-
it was
that-
like
that
raising a fucking child.
Yeah, it goes that's a two-way street. I mean, it's like
It's like raising a child. I'm not sure I want another one. Are you fucking kidding me?
they say work smarter, not harder.
Right.
Yeah.
I guess I got to get on the beta side of things and pick people like Abe that are going to clean my house and paint my toenails and shit. Because that's
Well,
what Abe would do.
Certainly change your diapers when you're older.
Right. He likes that
You know,
old
that-
lady shit.
That's the other thing. I brought that up. I don't know if ICB is still in here. I brought that up after everybody left, and it was just me and Abe and apparently ICB in there. But he said, "Yeah, you blamed me for blocking you out of Lady Di's channel when it was 2 other people. She knows who they are, and you don't." Blah blah blah. Some
God.
bullshit like that. And I said, yeah, that's amazing to me that you two knuckleheads, will take the word of now this is not verbatim, obviously, but of 2 random sock accounts that nobody knows the fucking names of. You know what I mean? That were telling lies about something that absolutely positively never fucking happened.
Right.
But I said in the chat earlier when he said that same thing, that that they know who they are, and Lady Di asked him not to tell, so he's not. And I said, well, basically what you did was you gave me, when y'all did that, and y'all concocted that stupid bullshit story, what you did was you gave me free reign to basically just take shots at her diapers, her fucking handicap, her age, her stupid little dog. You know, I mean, you basically just opened the fucking floodgates because you wanted to sell me out for a little bit of fucking content.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard him on Saturday night, and I should have asked him if we were negotiating. Um, but I'm not. I don't negotiate with terrorists. But he was saying that I think I'm so much better at this troll game than he is, and I said, "Oh, I don't think I know." You know, he was going into his whole thing about he's been doing this since 1991. I'm thinking, you know, I don't give a fuck
Oh my
if you've
God.
been
He
doing
went back to fucking MySpace and Google accounts, didn't he?
no,
Oh my
that's like 2004.
God. Right.
He went back to before the people that wrote the
Oh,
code for that shit were even in diapers.
oh my God. He is just so fucking ridiculous.
I
He
know
is
he was
just so
mad.
ridiculous.
He was mad Saturday. He was not happy Saturday.
Look, you
Saturday.
can't listen to Abe and not lose brain cells. You just can't. You
Yeah,
just can't.
well, it's
And
kind
he
of the
thinks
same.
he's so smart.
That part is hilarious when he laughs at himself tonight when Clown kept imitating and imitating. I said it sounds when he's laughing, it sounds like he's choking on dick. I swear to God.
He might be. Or that corn dog his mom made him. One of the two.
See, Miss Joe, I don't know. I haven't been penning comments. I'm sorry, guys. I don't think she believes him. I think she's the one behind it all.
You think?
I think so. The reason I tried to say to her several times on Saturday night. Now, you know, my approach could be a little better. I will admit that. But I did try to say to her a couple of times, you need to ditch this fucking loser, you know? And she doesn't say anything until she gets an opportunity to, you know, call me her favorite, you know, I don't even know. I can't even think of the adjectives. Bedpan clown.
Bedtime.
You know,
That is so funny to me. Bedpan clown. These two are about as original as the shit on my shoe. I mean, come on.
You go with what you
Blind
know.
monkey, bedtime clown. I mean, it's just so ridiculous. You can't come up with anything better than that.
Yeah. And but yeah, I tried to appeal to her and say, hey, you know, I mean, this guy is literally fucking dragging you down, and she won't listen. And to me, it's like it's a lot of the same kind of deal with Rebel and Ellen. You know, talking to Ellen about Rebel, I mean, she's the puppet master. You know, she's the one holding the fucking strings. A lot of people, I think, maybe don't believe me. I think Liz Kay probably, you know, is at least in the same ballpark as me with that. But that's the way I feel about, you know, Di and Abe. I think that Di wanted to get back to where she had been, possibly. Now, I wasn't around in her quote unquote heyday, I guess, on YouTube, you know, because you and I on your panel, we watched, you know, some video of her from 3 years ago when she first doxed Abe, right?
Right.
And she was loving that shit, you know, and I think that's a large reason why she doesn't say a whole lot when they're on panel together, even when there's a bunch of fighting going on, because she actually gets off on that shit
She
now.
does.
Like
She absolutely does. She absolutely gets off on that shit. Absolutely. That is her bread and butter. She thinks that's where she's getting all her fucking viewers and shit. But if you notice, there may be 5, 10 people watching. Only 2 are chatting in the stream.
Yeah.
What does that tell you?
And the other thing too is you know, Abe targeting specific people, like he knows that he can get Mammy going. He knows that he can
Yep.
get Miss Joe going. And he also knows that he can get Lady Di going. We all witnessed it happen, right?
Oh yeah.
I mean, that night she lost her shit that one evening, and he was in the chat for hours before that, just egging it
Goading
on,
her. Yep.
egging it on and goading her into it. And then when she finally broke and started going batshit on her stream, he just, it was just like pouring gasoline on a fucking fire,
Well,
And-
look, she doesn't get any fucking viewers talking about the weather or going to the Cracker Barrel or anything else.
Yeah.
So she's in on it too. She's okay with it. She's okay with it. And he goats her into it and she fucking runs with it.
Yeah.
That's how they do it. That's their relationship. And he is the biggest drama queen on YouTube. And that's why he goes back to 2 years ago, 3 years ago, because he doesn't have anything else.
And Abe, okay, I don't expect her to dig in that dusty old file cabinet that moths flew out of when she opened it the other day and clamber her way into her barely mobility van, her immobility van, and drive to a fucking Kinko's so she can scan the fucking shit in. My God, can you imagine, Abe, the amount of time it would take you to talk her ass through that to provide a receipt of her will so we would quit saying that she's leaving you money? Dude, we know you don't even have that much fucking time in your life, okay? So just roll with it, man. You know what I'm saying?
Look.
Just roll with it.
Nobody cares if you're in her will or not. It's a joke, for fuck's sake. You all need to get a sense of humor because you have none. Maybe you could go buy yourself some. I don't know.
No. of
Um,
course.
But you have no sense of humor at all. Look, I don't care if you're in the old hag's will. I really don't. I really don't. I know she brought you back to YouTube to attack everybody who she's had a problem with, right? And that's what you've done. So you've been a really good fucking boy.
Mm.
All right. Maybe she'll make you some corn dogs tomorrow. And you can
Well,
have your chalky milk.
And there's something else he should consider as well. He's not the tail wagging the dog.
No.
People have their little pet LOL cows, and they like to poke them, and they like to prod them, and then laugh their fucking ass off at them, Abe. Just saying.
I'll tell you what, I laugh my ass off at him every fucking night. Every fucking night. And then she talks about me on Friday fuckery. Okay, you talk about me every fucking day. So guess who wins? Me.
Yeah, I mean, how many times? I mean, it's too many to count. We've heard lying monkey.
Right.
What does he call Mammy? I
don't
can't
know.
remember, but he's got
I
some
can't
name
remember.
for Mammy. He's got some name for Miss Joe,
And they're
Blue
not
Lies.
original. Blue eyes, blue
Yeah.
lies. I mean, they're not original.
But they all revolve, just like he said earlier. I was going to make the exact same point. They stick to what they know, so that's why he's bedpan, because that's what she's looking at all the time. And everybody else is a liar because that's what he does 24/7.
Yep.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. Hey, at least they can. I have labia. That's more original than blue lies. I mean, come on now.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely.
All right, guys, I'm headed to bed.
Abraham. All right.
I
All
love
right.
you. Thank you for having me up.
Love you
Good
too.
night, Voodoo Queen.
Good night.
Thank you for coming up. Have a good night. We'll talk to you soon.
Yep, we'll be there because we got the wedding to plan. So I'll message you.
I'm going to
All
leave that
right.
to y'all.
Love you, my friend. Have a good
Love you.
night, everybody.
Have a good night. Yeah. Let me do something fun like the pyrotechnics or something. As long as I get to light something on fire. Anyway. Well, yeah. So it should be interesting to see what Abe comes. Oh, by the way, does anybody know if that's Abe's house and address that got put out the other day? Oh my God. Whoa. These crazy kids on the internet these days. Wow. It's like, I don't know. It's like knocking and coming in without somebody answering the door. You know? Like knock, knock, knock. I'm here. Yeah, well, I'm kind of naked right now. Oh, no worries. I'll just plop down on your fucking couch. By the way, my name's the internet. Fuck's sakes. Ugh. Yeah, he asked me tonight if my name is Doug. Doug.
No.
I don't know a Doug. I don't even know a Doug. I don't think.
You said no, I said no, but I really wish I would have said yes. You're Dougie Fresh.
You should have told. You should have said. Because ICB could have been recording it. That would have been funny. If I said no and you said stop lying. Yes. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know a Doug either. Well, I mean, there is that one creator. Wait, Doug. Yeah. Well, there's that one creator I quit listening to a few years ago.
It was part of the Watts Island.
No, I'm trying to think. I can't remember his name. Fuck, I can't remember. No Thanks Investigations. That guy. His name is Doug, I think. Yes, Mario Martinez. Yep. I am from I was born in the Caribbean and raised there on Playa Car, in Playa Car. You can tell by my accent and the color of my skin and hair. Absolutely.
Yes, the pinkness.
Buenos dias, motherfuckers. Whatever that means. I don't even know what that means. It means good day, doesn't it? I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I should learn Spanish.
With the same
I know some.
name, same last name. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when I go to these little Spanish places, like that aren't Taco Bell or Taco Bueno.
Like one of the authentic locally owned.
Yeah, I'm usually thanking God that either the dishes are numbered or I can point to the picture. You know what I mean? Yeah. I don't know. I hear her collar out there jingling.
Yeah, I see her now.
We got our little baby Abby. She's not a baby. She's 18 years old.
Yeah, she's a little old lady, but she's a tiny girl. She's small even for a Westie.
Yeah. Betty said she does the same thing. Yeah. Yeah. It is good food though, that's for sure. I can't I have to be careful if I eat like chain, not chain like fast food chain. I mean like chain Mexican food because a lot of them use MSG and MSG does not agree with me. It totally fucks my shit up. So I have to watch it. But if I go get like the fresh stuff that's like the real Mexican food, I guess, I never have any problems with it. other than eating too fucking much of it.
I need
But
some fish tacos this week.
yeah,
Get some tilapia or something.
well, you'll have to wait until the day we're gonna eat it, because I don't want to keep it like in the fridge. I don't want to do it if it's day old. And if it smells gamey before you
Yes,
purchase it,
yes.
don't buy it.
Stop.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah.
Much better than you.
Yes.
Seafood.
What are you talking about? I see food and I eat it. How much more is there to know about seafood? Listen, the people are laughing. Well, all right, guys. Thank you for coming by. I really appreciate all y'all stopping by and listen to this horse hockey. Miss Joe and Flying Monkey and Nemesis. I appreciate y'all coming up. And thank you to everyone in chat for coming up. And Lady Witch, I think you got her email. Okay.
Yeah, but I'm about to go to bed.
Okay. Yeah, we're both about to hit the sack. It's hard. I've got this big ass project I've been working on for like the last 2 weeks, going on 3 weeks, and I'm fucking sick of it already. Ugh, but it ain't gonna get done if I don't go do it. So, there's that. How about them apples, bedtime clown?
Did you see what Elliot did?
Hopefully have a clip soon for you to play where Abe lied. Yes, sir. I'll be waiting. Yeah. I mean, he certainly doesn't like. He doesn't like receipts near as much as he lets on. You know what I mean? I think his eyes are bigger than his stomach. But anyway, y'all have a great night, and thanks for coming by. And I hope y'all have a good day tomorrow. And I will probably see you guys around at some point on some channel in some chat. Y'all have a good night. Later.